Hello, my name is Zulie Rain. I'm a content creator, blogger, vlogger. I post stuff on the internet for you to enjoy. Today's video is all about how to write a story on Medium, or basically how to use the Medium editor. I love Medium's editor. It's so easy to use. It's so user-friendly. It's beautiful. It's clean. It lets you focus on what really matters, the words on your virtual page. So I'm so thrilled to show you a tutorial with a lot of hidden secrets and tips for how to use the Medium editor in 2023, because we are in 2023. And fun fact, I actually had to do another take of this video because I said 2022 because I can't believe we're in 2023. Anyway, let's jump right in. So on my screen, you can see a Medium draft. Before we even get into this, I want to show you how to get here because I want to show you how easy it is to write on Medium. So let's go to our homepage, medium.com. Now, when you log in, if you had to guess how to write a story on Medium, what would you guess? If you guessed press the right button at the top right, you'd be right. Pun intended. So the easiest way to write a story on Medium is just to press the right button. Now I have a draft pre-made up because I thought it would be easier and make the formatting more fun. I also wanted to show you that if you have a blog post that already exists and you want to import it onto Medium, you can go to your stories and hit import a story, and that'll let you import it by the URL. But today I want to focus on the draft. So let's open up my draft on Medium so I can show you exactly how to write a story on Medium. Step number 1, the title. So when you publish a story on Medium, it'll automatically take the very first sentence you write as the title. But formatting wise, that doesn't look very nice, does it? What if we want to make this look like a real title, an obvious title? Super easy to do. You highlight it and you press the big T. Great. So that looks like a title. When we highlight it, we can see that Medium recognizes it as a title as well. Now, what about a subtitle? Any guesses? If you guessed to highlight it and press the little t, you'd be absolutely right. Now, a fun fact that a lot of people don't know is that you can also add a kicker. A kicker, I'll show you just right here, is just some extra information that you can add to your article. Some people use it as a way to categorize it. So I love how Sean Kernan uses it. He uses the kicker to do self/business. The easiest way to do that, go to your title, hit enter, type your kicker above the title, and now press the small t. Medium will auto format it as a kicker. I don't use kickers a lot, but I just want you to know that you've got the option if you want it. So once you've got your title and your subtitle, I really recommend that you pick an image, something high quality that illustrates your story. So if you're not really sure where to get started with here, the really nice thing is that Medium has made it super simple for you. You press the little plus button and click the Unsplash integration, which is this button here. This lets you search all of Unsplash by keyword. So I'm going to pick cat because I love cats. And I'm going to go with this guy because I think he's really handsome. Look how cute he is. The great thing about Unsplash is that it pulls it in and it already has the accreditation given because you should always credit your images on Medium. Now what the Unsplash integration doesn't do is add alt text. I always recommend using alt text because it's just a nice thing to do for people who are reading your article with screen readers or who might be blind. It's just nice for accessibility. So here I would describe the cat. Here is whatever conveys the emotion, so even people who can't directly see this image still get an idea of what you're trying to say with this picture. Okay, now it's time to launch into the story. Once you've got your title, your subtitle, and your main featured image, if you press publish, you'll get a preview of what this is going to look like on people's home pages. So let's write a story on Medium as the title, we've got a subtitle, and we've got a great little preview image. So cute. Oh, I love that. What if you don't just want to write a draft? You want to write something that's got some structure, some organization to it. I respect that. I like that about you because I'm the same way. You'll want to add headers and subheaders. Now, you can do something like this. You can just bold it. You can italicize it. Or if you want, what I recommend doing is you press the big T for your subheaders. This makes it super obvious that this is a subheader, and it'll make it easier to do a table of contents, which I'll come back to in just a minute. Once I've got my main header, I'll spend some text introducing it. I'll spend some time introducing it. I'm talking about my awesome main idea, and I'm like, wait, just one hot second. I've got so many complicated ideas inside my main ideas. I need to put in a subheader. I need to break up this main idea. So you know how to do that? I'll give you another second to guess. If you guessed highlight it and press the little t, you'd be bang on. That's the subheader. I just want to take a minute and admire how economical Medium is with their design. So this was the same button as we used to make the title. The little t was the same button we used for the little title. Medium is so smart that just based on the placement alone, it knows that this is a subtitle, whereas this is a subheader. Awesome. Okay, we've got our subheader, but then you're like, wait, I want to break this up even more. I have more complex ideas. What if I wanted to throw in a numbered list? Again, Medium makes it so easy. So you just type in 1, you press a dot, and you hit spacebar, and it automatically formats it. So we give it option 1, exclamation point. Now hit enter, and it automatically formats it into option number 2 and 3 and so forth. Awesome. Now, what if you just want some regular old bullets? You press the dash, or you can do a star. Whoops. Either one of those will turn into a bullet. Now, if you wanted to do bold, highlight it, press the big B. Italics, highlight it, press the italicized I. Hyperlinks, highlight it, and use the link button here to take people to wherever you want to go. Okay, now that we've seen all those little options, let's move on to a new idea. Medium has some other formatting options that I want to talk about beyond just a subheader, header, bold, whatever. This is one that I call the fairy tale style because this reminds me of a storybook. So I did actually look it up, and it does have a real name, which is the drop cap, but I like my name better, so I'm not going to change the video. If you, like me, have an author's note that you want to include here, one option you can use to format it is to use what's called a pull quote, like this. Doesn't that look nice? But there's a second style of pull quote that you might not know about because, again, Medium with its economical design has kind of hidden it a little bit. So what if you want to have something more dramatic, more called out, more inspiring? You press it once, and then you press it again. Boom, a second pull quote. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Don't you think this is an inspirational quote? I gotta have fun with these, otherwise there's no point. So we've got some additional formatting options that I want to quickly highlight because Medium, really, they have tried to make this as fun and as easy for you to write a story as possible. So what if you want to add your own images? Well, let's use a nice one of my own cat. The best way to do that is to put in a new line and press the plus button and press image. Now, I downloaded a picture of my cat earlier today in preparation for this very video. Look at how handsome he is. Wow, he's so charismatic. Now, you'll notice here that I need to put in a caption for this. So I'll just show you. I took this image, so I credit it to myself. If this was taken by a professional photographer, I would probably say like, and I would probably link to their website because that's a nice thing to do. And I would also add the alt text. Good looking guy. Now, before we move on, I want to show you that you now have a second option for formatting your main image on Medium. If you hit the publish button, you can actually change the preview image to another image and you can get a sense for what that would look like. I don't want to give people nightmares, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with my original, more conventionally attractive cat option here. All right, what if you want to include an embedded video? Not a problem. Again, you're going to want to go with the plus and you're going to click on the thing that looks like a YouTube icon. Here you can put in a video, hit enter, and Medium will automatically format it and embed it into your article without any additional steps necessary. Okay, and what if you want a more graceful way to move on to your next point without necessarily using headers or subheaders? Super easy, press the plus button and click on the little 3 dots. I love these. I think they're so just gorgeous, elegant, just nice in every way. So all looks great. Let's move on to our final notes. There are some other more hidden Medium formatting secrets that I really want to share with you. So tip number 1, private notes. You can leave these for yourself, you can leave these for an editor, or somebody else can leave these on your draft. So for example, if I sent you this draft by saying share draft link, I'm like, hey, Margaret, what do you think of this article? Well, Margaret can highlight this and say, or if she's nicer, she can say, this is saved, and then as you can see, I'll be able to see this here. Only I can see this. So even when the story is published, only the author and the person who left the note and the editor of a publication, if it's in one, can see that private note. You can also add embedded links. I think this is so cool. So I just want to really show you, you don't even have to use the special tool. You can just type any any link and Medium will automatically format it into a nice embed. So I do this with my membership calls to action. I'll show you what I mean. So I just type this, I hit enter, I wait for a second, and Medium automatically turns it into this really nice embed, and I can actually edit this text. If I can spell the text correctly, to make this say whatever I want it to. And put in 10 exclamation points if that's what I feel like. If you're a programmer, you can also introduce code blocks. So I'll show you that. You can do that with, oh, not that one. You can do that with this tool here. And it will try to automatically figure out what language you're using. But if you want to tell it, you can say like, oh, this is actually Python or this is R or whatever. You can also add a table of contents. Medium doesn't allow this, or Medium doesn't have this ability natively, but I downloaded a plugin called TOC Medium on Chrome. It's so great. I love it. I use it all the time when I've got a slightly longer, more complicated article. And the way it works is I do table of contents, make this a header. So you remember how I said earlier that making things headers and subheaders makes it easier to organize? This is what I meant. Look, I whack in the table of contents and these all hyperlink to that specific article or that specific section of the article. So when I publish this article, readers will be able to click on these and they'll be automatically taken down to that section of the article, which I think is so cool. Okay, let's go on to the SEO options. This, you can skip this part if you're not interested in SEO, but I recommend that you just watch it so you know what I'm talking about. Even if you don't care about SEO today, you might tomorrow. Medium has this kind of nifty, secret, hidden tip SEO settings. So when you publish something on Medium, you often want a fun, spicy title, something that's going to get people to click, like the horrible story of my cat eating my favorite slipper or something like that. However, when you want to rank on Google, people are not going to be searching for keywords like the horrible story of how my cat ate my favorite slipper. They'll be searching for something like that, right? Not necessarily that. But I can change my title to be what Google reads, but not Medium. So I can say that this is a funny story about cats. When this story appears on Google, that'll be the title. But when it appears on Medium, it'll still be the original title that I showed you. Let's write a story on Medium. You can do the same with the SEO description. Medium automatically makes it the first few, 200 characters or something. You can edit this to be whatever you want to be more SEO friendly. Okay, back to the editor because most people don't care about SEO. I want to end by talking about publications and tags. When you're through editing your gorgeous story on Medium, you will have two options to make sure that it gets seen by the right people, and those are publications and tags. Publications on Medium are like themed collections of stories. So for example, Better Marketing, as you can imagine, is full of stories about marketing. Better Programming is about stories about programming. Books Are Our Superpower is about books, fictional, non-fictional, anything. So if this is about writing, I might say like, oh, okay, I think this is a good fit for the writing cooperative. So I can select that and continue. Now, the really cool thing is that I think I personally, Zuli, have about 70,000 followers on Medium. The writing cooperative has way more than that. So when I write something on Medium and I submit it to the writing cooperative and it gets published there, it will actually be shown to not just my audience, but their audience as well. And this is so powerful, especially if you're a beginner. The second thing you can do is when you submit or publish it, if you're just publishing it onto your own blog, you'll have the opportunity to add tags. You can add up to 5. Now, tags are another way that Medium shows your story to interested readers. So this story, I might tag it with something like, and what this is going to do is that when I publish this, Medium will say like, oh, okay, well, when Sandra signed up to Medium, she said that she was interested in writing advice as a tag. Maybe I'll show her this story and see if she likes it. So that's another way that you're going to get views on Medium, is by picking the right tags and making sure that these are representative of what your story is actually about. If you're having a hard time looking for tags, I recommend picking the broadest, biggest one you can think of. As you can see, Medium will show us related topics / related tags here. So creativity, writing tips, poetry, self-improvement. that kind of thing. Okay, so this has been your comprehensive tutorial for how to write an article or publish a story on Medium in 2023. If you watched this and enjoyed it, I'm so glad. If you've got any questions or you think I missed anything out, or just want to see another kind of video like this, let me know in the comments. I read every single one and I reply to them as often as I get the chance. So yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day and I'll see you next week. Bye everybody.